Hey folks, Chambesk here bringing another audio commentary. Today between Moonfans and TeD, but TeD you'll notice is playing Elf, and the reason I'm commentating this one actually is because it's on a new map called Amazonia, which is about to be introduced into sort of the map pool for some major competition. So I decided I'd just take a look at it, and this was the only game I could really find. Um, I think it's just sort of a fun game. I'm not sure. I don't think it's for any sort of match in particular, any sort of league in particular. But if we just take a quick look at the map, obviously it's mirrored, and we'll notice that there's sort of these two creep camps which are really close to each other actually. TeD not putting down an Ancient of War, so maybe he's going Huntresses. Otherwise, I probably would Ancient of War creep the Goblin Lab. Hard to say really. And then there's only one expansion for each player, and it's actually quite a hard expansion. I don't think humans will be able to fast expand here. I haven't actually tried it. I've played one custom game, but I didn't play human, and my friend didn't play human either, so I don't know about that. And a merc camp here in the corner, and then up we have some really tough creeps here which give a very good item. They give sort of an aura or a +4 stats or item, and a goblin merchant with sort of fairly standard things. I imagine a human could militia creep that. I don't think you could Ancient of War creep it though. It's the same as what you get in Terranus Stand for the goblin merchants. And then just in the middle we have a variety of smaller camps just about, and I'm probably going to miss one of them, but they're all pretty centered. And then obviously a tavern in the middle, and then yeah, this is mirrored, so there's the equivalent shop. Actually, flying critters, that's quite fun. I don't think there's any of the maps in the current map pools that have flying critters. It has absolutely no effect as far as I know, but always fun. And just getting back to the game, Moonfans is a sort of relatively good tier 2 player. Or by tier 2 I mean sort of second level, not he plays with dryads. But I think he's a bit underrated. You don't see much of him, but I think he does play fairly well. And meanwhile, let's take a look at TeD's putting going for Priestess of the Moon, to presumably a hunt build. Oh, he actually has a building here. Oh, he's building a second Ancient of War really close to Moonfan's base, and I imagine we're just going to be seeing lots of hunts and then a push from him, because you don't. It is possible to go tier 2 with a Priestess of the Moon, but you don't really want to. And I'm not sure. TeD probably hasn't picked a skill yet, but he'll probably go Aura. Aura is generally better, but if you can force them to mana burn you a bit first, that's always fun. And then you can switch to Aura. And a Wisp now coming out. Oh no, this is the Scouting Wisp is actually coming back. And meanwhile, first Huntress coming up now, but Moonfan's actually wasted a bit of time just chasing the Priestess of the Moon, and obviously time is so important. TeD just needs to stall in the early game because he doesn't have any units, so he just needs to try and slow Moonfan's creeping as much as possible. Moonfan's has now scouted this really close Ancient of War, which is now producing its first Huntress, and Moonfans is teching already, so clearly he's going to be going for some sort of tier 2, probably Beastmaster and Dryad, something like that. They're very good against hunts. And Demon Hunter, as you can see, almost got level 2, didn't creep out the second one. I wonder if you could put Ancient of War somewhere here and then creep them both. I guess maybe a creep jack would be too bad or something, but I think that'd certainly be possible. I think we're probably going to see a lot of good new strategies for this map. And sorry, just taking a look at all these creeps again. This one, the mine looks very hard actually. 2 trappers as well at the back, and then 2 sources of slow and a bolt, and that's not going to be fun to creep. And some 200s is now out, and lots of wisps coming. I guess TeD must be going for an Ancient Protector push, because the only reason he would need wisps is for detonate, which against Demon Hunter not really important. Repairing glaives, which he won't be going for a while at least, because you need lots of Huntresses before you can ever afford to go glaives, and Ancient Protectors, so I guess he must be going for Ancient Protectors really. And obviously Huntress is just so good against archers, even though they are a soft counter, they just work so well. Hunter's Hall going up, so we might see an Ancient Protector. Ancient Protector is always very nice against Huntresses, because it's so good against them, and it just can buy you so much time. But Moonfans actually has a really small base inside, so his Ancient of Lore might be able to fit there, I'm not sure. But here we go, 2 Ancient Protectors going up for TeD now, so clearly TeD's trying to go for a push before, just sort of put as much pressure on as he can, and if you can't get into the base, which obviously you can't because of this nice Ancient of War positioning, your best choice is really just to force him to attack. And so we might see a build up of Huntresses, and then when he has sort of 6 or 7 of them, if he builds a couple of glaives and then gets Strength of the Moon upgrade, that's always good. A Panda second actually for Moonfans, that's not terrible. I generally prefer the Beastmaster, but certainly the Breath of Fire is very nice against the combination of towers, glaives, and huntresses. Although huntresses are a large unit, so not really. Breath of Fire isn't the best against them, and 2 archers go down. But TeD does lose a huntress, and he has one at fairly low health here. But his Ancient Protectors are now up, and he probably should have built them against the trees here, so he could uproot them and eat a tree. But is this an Ancient Protector? Yeah, an Ancient Protector going out for Moonfans now as well. He's at tier 2. I don't think he can fit a Ancient of Lore in here. He should probably uproot his Ancient of Wonders and then just eat a couple of trees just to fit his Ancient of Lores in. But at the moment he's just building glaives, I guess, against the huntresses. Oh, is this an another Ancient of War? So maybe he's just going to be going for tier 1 units with a second hero. Although obviously Dryads are very nice against huntresses, they are a bit countered by these Ancient Protectors, so we might just go for a couple of glaives first to take out the Ancient Protectors and then try and build them. But this Ancient of War taking a lot of damage, and obviously if it uproots, that's going to be a problem, so he's going to need to get wisps to repair it. But huntresses are so good against repairing units because of the bouncing glaive. So he is bringing wisps in to repair it though, just because it's so integral to his base defense that he can't afford to lose this Ancient of War. And an archer actually coming in for TeD here, but immediately goes down really. I guess he wanted it against the glaives, but just died a bit too quickly. And one huntress goes down, and it looks like this Ancient of War might now go down actually, so that'd be quite bad for Moonfans. Although this Ancient Protector looks like it's going to it's walking a bit the wrong way and turns around, but it might actually get out. No, it does go down. And TeD's actually lost a few too many huntresses here. He probably should have been a bit more passive. And a sapper coming in here now from Moonfans, which could be just takes his huntresses down to very low hit points. Nice move there by Moonfans. I've seen that done occasionally. I like doing it against humans if I'm playing in near a Goblin Lab, and just sort of at the beginning of the fight, if you can bring one in and they're really near to the Goblin Lab, you can immediately do a lot of early damage to their army. And Priestess of the Moon still level 1, but taking a lot of damage, but I don't think he'll be killed because there's no boots, and Huntress is getting sort of a bit of a block there. And meanwhile, this Ancient of War is still continuing to produce units. I'm surprised that this glaive hasn't been sent to kill it, but I guess that's a bit that would require a bit too much multitasking. And a couple huntresses here being healed, and the Priestess of the Moon being healed as well, presumably. Yep, there it goes. And more wisps coming in, so maybe more Ancient Protectors now. But a glaive actually being produced, so it might just be those wisps are for healing. Although he puts them on these trees, that seems like an odd positioning just for the wisps. Maybe there's some element of this game I don't yet comprehend, or of this map. And 100 is being produced, it will just get away. And glaive's now coming in to try and take out these this Ancient of War, but it looks like the glaive might go down. Yeah, it does go down. Level 2 on the Priestess of the Moon finally, so now it will have a use for its mana. And this Ancient of Lores actually looks like it might go up. And second Ancient of Wonders, I guess he really wants clarities for his Panda. And Ancient Protector obviously beating away, it's just so useful. You really have to avoid that Ancient Protector. And the Ancient of Wonders now going down, and it looks like, will it be cancelled? Yeah, it's cancelled. And one archer goes down, yeah, second archer goes down, and Panda getting a bit low on health, but it's so close. Actually, moonwells are empty now, and obviously you don't want to use a moonstone if at all possible, because you'll give them mana as well in their moonwells. And even though TeD's further away, still you want to avoid that. And the first glaive now out, no upgrades yet on the units. I guess that makes sense. He only has 6 at this point. And some really low huntresses here. You should probably keep them back because the first Dryad is now out. And this Ancient of Lore looks like it actually might go down after producing just 1 Dryad. So that'd be a bit of a shame. But one Huntress goes down, the second one looks like it's gonna go down here, but the Angel of Lore does go down, and the Grave Thrower now beating away on the Dryad, which is obviously a good choice for doing damage. But the Demon Hunter's very low, and Moonstone had to be used, despite it obviously helping both sides. And lots of Graves being produced by TeD now. I'd switch back to Huntresses, considering he only has 2 Huntresses out, and you really need that food beat, and you really need that sort of blocking and just general killing power. But one Moonwell goes down, and a Goblin Shredder coming out. This is good, very good. Goblin Shredders are so good against both Glaive Throwers and Huntresses, and TeD really on the retreat here now. He looks like he's falling a bit behind at this point.